So this elven god thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
He's right, about the dragon hunter at least. The shadow dragons did all they could. The dragon was just too much. The moment the dust settled, the Venatori rushed in. Guess they knew it was coming. Nev's staying for now. She said she'll be back soon. But at least you took care of yours.
We hurt it, but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
Treviso could have used a dragon hunter. That much is true.
That's hindsight talking. We didn't know a blighted dragon was coming, or that we'd need someone who could take it down.
We should not forget the second dragon in Minrathos. We ought to see what we can do to help. However, there is no telling how long Nev will be helping the shadow dragons with the aftermath.
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Hang on a minute. Not only have you retained the services of a demon assassin, you're also taking advice from the elven god who attempted to tear down the Veil.
Spite is my problem.
That's what they always say. Rook, Lucanus is one thing, but do you really trust this Solus?
He's been right about a lot of things. He knows how Elganon and Gillenane work. We need him.
As long as you're sure.
So a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters and see what turns up. Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities. Oh, sorry. Not relevant. I'll get a message through to a Fade expert immediately.
See, Rook? Nothing to worry about.
All right. We all know what to do. Let's get going. Another tendril god. Don't let it get on you.
Your turn. Control? That's funny. I'm still trying not to drop things on my own feet. And I still don't know why this happened.
Best not to question a gift.
Is it though? A gift?
You saved someone's life.
I know. I just wonder what's next.
Better be ready.
Stay there!
Get out of On your guard. Nice move. Not to pry, Harding, but I hear you're hearing things. Voices.
Well, it's just one voice, really.
Join the club. Grey Wardens hear weird things when an archdemon shows up.
What's that like?
Fever dream, muddy, dark. Hey. On that!
Finish this!
Back to what we were saying. Join the club. Grey Wardens hear weird things when an archdemon shows up.
What's that like?
Fever dream, muddy, dark. Can't quite grasp it, but something's talking to you.
What voice? See that? Bad guys.
one for us.
Strength earns mastery.
Okay, Balara, what's your lead on getting us a Fade expert for the team?
Good evening.
Greetings.
Rook, so we need a Fate expert. I've been writing to a senior mage who fits the part. But right now he's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is Lady Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers. Mourn Watch ones, I mean.
Your friend's request for a Fade expert was urgent. How darksome are things outside Navarra?
Very.
I see. Balara's correspondent is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, a Fade expert and powerful psychagogue.
You will need him. Where can I find him?
The professor is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately, they grow restless.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Ravani treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
Thanks for finding a contact. There can't be that many professional dragon hunters around.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
What? You're hungry? I found a yam in the kitchen. Stubborn just means you'll starve.
Trouble settling in?
Doing the best I can. My job was to keep the griffins safe, not fix their dinner.
I meant a son.
Oh, I guess we're both adjusting.
Even for a griffin, it has to be hard losing your brothers and sisters.
They're a talkative bunch, always squawking at each other. Maybe it means something? Lancet and Remy would know what to do. They said a warden and a griffin have to move as one. Think as one. They call it Turlum, sort of unity. But now, they're both dead.
Why'd the Gloomhowler attack the Eyrie?
I intend to find out. First it stalks wardens. Now it's after the griffins.
Doesn't seem right that they go extinct twice.
Not if I have anything to say about it. You sure you'll have time to help? You've got a lot on your plate. Elgernon and Gillenane. Hard to believe.
Can't be easy hearing that your own gods are ending the world.
Elves have enough trouble. Don't need this on our heads too. But I have to say, killing a monster is one thing. Taking down the goddess of all monsters and the god of vengeance while you're at it?
Every life in Thedas depends on it.
Fair enough. Always good to know where the boss stands.
Pretty much the world not ending.
I can get behind that. What? I told you. It's yams or nothing.
Or maybe you need a new menu. This is it. But no sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Mourn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met, well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl. What a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
I'm Rook.
Charmed.
I like that bit with the flaming skull.
It's nothing, really. Just an evocation of the flame of the last steps.
Looks great.
Thank you. You know, I'm never quite sure how these spells strike someone from outside Navarra. I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here.
Really?
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Something weird up ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Singled you out.
Where'd everyone go?
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves, depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless. I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies.
You gotta move!
I must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it. We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Hello.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Doors open. Where to now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
I hope we can help here, Professor.
You already have, Balara. And it's just Emmerich. Please.
Great, Professor.
I assume your visit has to do with recent upheaval you sensed in the Fae?
Oh, just a little. Range dance. Right out.
They're firing at us!
Nicely done, Rook. Ready to go.
Masterfully done, Rook.
Can't do this without a wisp.
Good one. This magic, it drains everything around it.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
This is locked too. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid. They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Those wisps really came just because you asked.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
Here's our second wisp.
These are way different than some of the wisps in Arlethin.
I should like to meet some one day.
I don't know, Professor. Your wisps seem less, dangerous.
There's the last wisp.
Good. Let's return to... Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
Shouldn't it?
The necropolis rearranges itself every so often. Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh, yes. Mortals are their prime attraction. Trouble ahead.
Hitting us from range! Not ready.
We're taking fire!
Great job, Rook! Hitting us from range!
I'm ready! We've done it.
How do we get rid of all these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place. Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I trained with the wardens in the Anderfels.
Home to the fortress of Weishaupt. I've heard stories. You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground. we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook? This should unseal our final path to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
What's it do exactly?
The summoned star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fade.
Oh, that'd be helpful in Arlethan, but I bet it only works here, doesn't it?
Quite correct. The bell would be inert outside the necropolis.
Still, I bet the principles could be replicated.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin. By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair? Who brought it here?
Venatori!
The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Wow, that's amazing!
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
Shh. I think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3... slaves in those traps. If that hand of glory burns down...
So don't dawdle!
We found those Venatori.
They have no place in the force.
Oh, nice work, Emmerich! Right now for our master! Ranged!
Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
You got it.
Well, down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori. Yes, Valara!
Thank you.
This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learned to make miniature ones in Tevinter.
Hello. The Venatori bring you here.
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work. The Sunken Star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right.
Excellent.
Yes!
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
There's the Venatori.
The Venatori breaches!
You bet. Nice one.
Venatori brought demons.
Typical of them. Hold fast!
Ranged incoming.
Now what?
Now, the grand necropolis shows itself.
It worked! Those despair demons are just gone.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you. But come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from. Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Let me take one last look around.